Ready is a relative term.
Okay, hello Internet. We're now recording for episode, I want to say 160 of Enter the Dungeon. Chris, do you want to give the recap of what happened last time?
What? Who, me?
Yes.
The only character who was actually there?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't know what happened last time.
You did cool stuff.
Cool is an understatement, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
More like absolutely explosive cool shit.
Yeah.
You may need to boot that out if we're going to stay family friendly. Or we never curse the rest of the time. Otherwise, we will lose our what is it? What's the movie rating for teens?
PG-13?
PG-13?
Yes.
Yeah, you're only allowed to use one F or S word.
Hey, what if I wanted to get us an AO rating?
Okay, just talk like you normally do then.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay, so Chris, what was some of this cool stuff you did?
Me, Mr. Warforged, covered my hammer axe. What is it? What's the third part again? I know we have the hammer axe, but I forgot the third part.
No, there's not a third part yet, but you can install Spiky on the top.
Right. For piercing damage. That's right. Anyways, I covered the hammer part of my ham axe in gunpowder. It was blood. There's blood all over it, so I put gunpowder all over it. And how much damage did I do, Drew, again?
A lot, like over 40 in one attack.
Yes. And it was one hit KO.
Well, no, not that. He had taken damage before.
Okay, fine. Damage to 4 and massive damage to kill him before he did his special attack.
Okay, and who were you fighting?
Orcs,
And why were you fighting them?
because they had guns.
No, but why were you there?
To find, what's his name?
That's a good name. I should take that next time I create a character.
Look, I'll admit it's slightly convoluted, but this has been explained to you like 6 times now. Do you still not know what the quest is?
Look, okay. I may or may not have skipped out on the memory for this side mission.
I may,
The main mission.
I may and or may not know what the quest is.
Okay. First, I'm going to walk you through this again. You want to go to...
The floating island sky city.
And the only way to get there is on a...
Plane.
But the only person who can operate the plane is...
The pilot.
And the pilot won't operate because...
He's gotta be going into execution.
Close.
To be dead.
The wife is the engineer that's flying the machine, and her husband is being put to death. So what are you guys going to do to stop that?
Find a witness.
Yes. And where is
I can
the
exonerate him.
Where is the witness?
Murder
In the
the
mines.
Okay. And what was complicating that?
The orcs with the guns.
this-
Who actually have pretty good, somewhat smaller guns than we expected per our conversation earlier.
Yes. Because we realized that these were gnome-sized, rifles
Mm-hmm.
being held by orcs.
Mm-hmm. But we're going to completely ignore that because then that would absolutely kill the fact that a warforged is almost taller than them is inside a room that is meant for gnomes.
Yeah. I don't know. I like how that kind of justifies why it didn't do a lot of damage against you. They're like smaller arms.
Smaller arms with smaller arms.
Yeah.
Bigger arms carry small arms.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are right now just finished up with the battlefield. So there's a bunch
Loot
of dead
everything. Well,
Yeah, there's
actually, hold on. I'm playing the part of the kid right now.
Okay.
Loots everything. I'm pretty sure that's what he would do.
Oh, right. So by loot everything. Oh, also, slinking out of Gordon's bag of holding is the very handsome pile of bones. Probably, unless you just want to stay in the bag.
No, I'm out.
Okay.
Wait. They're coming out.
Okay. So, Chris, there were 7 orcs, and each one was holding 1 rifle. So how many are there?
8.
Don't use Thitchian numbers. You're not Thitch.
Fine, 7.
Okay, then. And... all right. And let's see now. Okay, go ahead and roll me 3d8, Chris.
Let me see if I can find some spirit dice in this house. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yes.
I have dice here if you would like help with rolling, though I do not trust my rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I dug out my good dice for you. You should feel.
Thank you. The good
You're
dice.
Where did I put my phone? Oh God.
See.
There it is.
Give me a second.
Okay, so Eve, what do you want to have Claude do?
All right. I look around me and I see what?
You see what appears to be an old throne room. There's like a very well-made, like fancy chair at one end, but now it seems to have fallen into disrepair. And all around you are the broken bodies of now dead orcs.
All right. Found some dice.
How many bones are in an orc?
Okay.
What would I need for that kind of knowledge? Medicine.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll medicine.
All right.
Are you gonna steal all their bones?
I haven't gotten that far. I need to know if I even know how many bones they have.
I'd be
10 plus my modifier, 15.
10 plus 15?
10 plus my modifier of 5 would give me 15.
Okay, so with your modifier, you know that orcs and humans have about the same number of bones, and that's somewhere in the neighborhood of like around it's somewhere between 150 and 200 bones each.
Gotcha. It is canonical that I do actually know how many bones a human body has. So give me a second.
Oh, okay. In that case, it's 206.
Yeah, I have exactly 207 bones.
Oh, yeah, right. Because you're the exception.
Yeah, I have exactly 207 bones.
Yeah. So you know that there's over 1,400 bones available.
Yes. I would like to steal 1,400 bones from each of them.
Okay, so what's your strength score?
My strength score?
No. Claude's.
9. I have a -1. Let's see. And in my armaments, I have not a single sharp tool.
Oh dear.
This is going to be a very hard.
So, okay, so these are orcish people, but they're also in really good shape. So it's somewhere around. They weigh just themselves somewhere around 180 pounds, not including all their equipment.
So if we had to categorize, how many of their bones would be easiest to grab?
No, wait. I read that wrong. I was reading the wrong chart. Yeah, no. Orcs apparently have a canonical weight of
With or without the bones?
230 to 280 pounds. So we're
Now,
going to say
with
250.
bones or without bones? To steal the joke from above me.
Yeah, but like, so all told, with all their equipment, this is like over 250 pounds each.
Okay. What are the bones that I have easiest access to?
Probably the bones from the people that got torn apart.
I give up on my hunt for the bones that are on the orcs, and I take the bones easily accessible.
Okay, like, yeah, like, okay. I want you
Commit to bones I can't get.
Okay, I want you to roll me 3d12, and Chris, you roll me 3d8.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh, is he going for? No, he's not gonna go for Bone Crusher, is he?
No, I just need you to roll those numbers for me.
I need to roll 3d12, is what you said?
Yes.
Any modifiers or stuff that I should apply?
Just 3d12.
Got it.
8.
Okay, Chris, what'd you get?
20.
Oh, very nice. Okay, and Eve, what'd you get?
8, 3, and 12. So that's 11 plus 12. That's what, 23?
11 plus 23. Okay. So yeah, after about half an hour of searching and looking over, Chris, that's the number of bullets you find, and Eve, that's the number of intact bones you find.
Oh wow.
23!
Yep.
It's a good find.
Yep. Oh yeah, Chris,
All right.
you got almost max on the bullets, so good job.
Nice.
Are we still in the looting phase, or
Yeah.
are we moving on?
We're still
Yeah.
looting.
Yeah, and in terms of definitive loot, each one of them had a gun, a battle axe, and armor.
What about gunpowder? Because I may or may not want to be able to incorporate gunpowder into my kit.
What kind of gun? More specifically, what kinds of proficiency are we talking here? Because I don't have any good proficiencies. I also lost my spell sheet, so I'm actually very sad.
So, I don't have my spell sheet in front of me either.
I lost it. Like, I was cleaning and I found like my sheets the other day.
Uh-huh.
And I was looking for them earlier, and all I found was him on the floor
Oh dear.
with no spell sheet to be found. My spell sheets, they ran off.
Okay. Also, Drew, I finished my food.
Okay.
I'm gonna start packing up so I can go because my phone could have enough charge to be able to last me to go to the car and get home.
Okay. So let's see now. Let's see what kind of equipment these orcs were packing. So
but my main goal is to get gunpowder gunpowder pouches.
mhm. Okay.
And then get as much gunpowder as possible.
Okay. So, but first, let's do this. So, you guys were able to find 3 intact sets of plate armor, and then another 4 basically broken sets of plate armor. So, it's still sellable loot, but it's less valuable.
Is it better than the skeleton armor I'm already currently wearing?
Well, what do you currently have on?
Skeleton armor. I forgot how much it affected my armor class. I forgot what we categorized that as.
Well, what's your current armor class?
14.
Okay. That was probably medium armor, but I mean, plate mail is like full-on heavy armor, which I don't think you're strong enough for.
I was about to say, I don't think I have a proficiency in that, nor do I think I have the strength for it.
Drew,
Yes.
Mr. DM, is it possible if I don't know, if I can upgrade my hammer in some way so that it incorporates the gunpowder? I mean, of course, it has to be at a later date because if I want to be able to have it store a little bit of gunpowder to give it a little bit extra damage,
Mhm.
but almost like a shotgun hammer.
Yes. Okay.
Also,
I want to clarify something. I was describing these guns as muskets previously, but that's definitely inaccurate. They are a lot closer to rifles, and this are way loaded. They're not front loaded. You don't need to put in the black powder first and then the pellets. It's an all-in-one bullet.
Oh, it's
but
was it back loaded cartridge or?
Yeah, so it's like an all-in-one bullet where like the gunpowder and the payload are just part of the same casing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And am I dropping it down the top? Am I putting it in the side, or am I putting it in the back?
It's side-loaded, and you weren't here for this, but like I kept having like but they also are still canonically orb shapes. And I remember that because I kept having a very unfortunate phrasing about, let's just say, an orc handling his rod and moving around the balls in it.
They're orc shaped.
Anyway.
So what level of proficiency do I need to be able to operate one of these?
None of you are proficient with these weapons, but you can still try to figure them out.
Okay, then I will claim one and a couple of casings.
Okay. And there's also, 7 great axes just lying around.
I can't carry them.
Can I make a great exception? Drew, can you give me a great exception, please?
Yes.
Meaning, can I just stick one on top of the other, 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 on top of the other?
Okay, so plate mail weighs 65 pounds each, and then these axes weigh 7 pounds each. So those would definitely fit in one of the bags of holding.
Can my rifle also be an axe?
No, you're not that one guy from Legends of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Say it again?
You cannot use a full-on great axe as a bayonet on one of these rifles.
Dang it.
Drew just doesn't want to have fun.
Yeah.
Drew just doesn't like me. It's okay.
Okay.
I will only take that personally.
Mm-hmm. So how many of the guns are you taking, Chris?
Okay, Mama. I'm only gonna take. Said there's a 1-for-1 ratio, and there's 7 of them.
Yes.
How many can I take?
Let's see. You have a strength of 20, so
I'm already pushing it with like how much I have on me. So one gun is enough.
Yeah. 15. So yeah, you can hold up to 600 pounds.
Oh. My dear friend, do you happen to have a saw?
A bone saw?
A saw, in general.
Mm-hmm.
I've forgotten the name of my Warforged friend. I'm sorry.
Oh, me? A saw?
Yes.
I don't know if I have a saw. I know I have a great axe and a whatchamacallit.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say you're accurate with your great axe?
You want me to split the bones apart?
No. I have a better idea. Can I have a second rifle?
Sure. Don't plan on. I might sell all of them. Yeah.
Are you gonna chop your arm off and then attach a gun?
No. I want you to cut the barrel in half.
Oh, a sawed-off shotgun. That's illegal.
In Florida, indeed.
What is Florida?
We're not in Florida. What is a Florida?
Yeah, didn't I tell you we were using the Florida campaign setting?
I did not actually hear that, but...
Excuse me, I was not given an alligator. Hello?
Yeah, Chris, roll for alligator for me.
Dear God. Can you roll D20, please?
Yeah,
I'll
Chris,
be right back.
Well, yeah, actually, Chris, you're playing the barbarian, so you automatically get extra Florida points.
Hey yo.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
be
rolling
right back.
the alligator. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Judging that I got a 6, I do not think I get an alligator. That's okay.
Okay. Yeah. No. So you fail your. Actually, the alligator bites your hand off again.
Anyway, I still wanna make one of the rifles sawed off so I can use it more like a pistol.
Okay. Yeah, we can. Yeah, I mean, Earth Mover can almost certainly do that for you, but we can circle back on that.
So now I have 2 rifles.
Yes.
At the moment, 2 rifles.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Before I adjust one of them to be better.
All right.
Because my weapons consist of spells I lost the spell sheet for, my fists, which don't do that well.
Yeah.
And a metal torch that I use as a bludgeoning device.
Yep.
I don't have other weapons. I'm quite acknowledging of the fact that I lost my spell sheet.
Okay, so you just don't know any more spells?
I gotta dig it out.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I found my other D&D book. It has a character sheet for a character that doesn't exist in this world. Their name is Volpian Gem.
Nope, they exist.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
The child kicker still goes on.
Yes.
I'm glad to know.
Yeah, this is actually a shared world. So that child kicker, he actually survived. So he has a story to tell.
Oh, thank God. I'm so glad he still exists.
Yep.
But no, I have no clue where my spell sheet is. It's very upsetting. I mean, I could write it up again, but like, that's gonna take a bit.
Okay.
I probably took photos of it, honestly. I think I sent it to you as well.
You might have. Okay, so is that all the loot you want to grab?
What's the chair like?
It's like bolted down and everything. You couldn't take it with you.
Well, I don't think I can take the chair. I'm talking about what it's like.
Oh, like yeah.
Describe the chair.
Well, yeah, as I said, it's clearly it was once made of like very high quality, but now it's fallen into disrepair. There's chip marks all over it.
Define nailed down.
I guess it's like bolted into the ground.
I think I still remember that I used Magic Hand.
Okay. Mage Hand cannot unbolt a chair. That's too much force to apply.
But it can break off some stuff. The chair is weathered and breaking.
Yeah.
I can steal some of the chair.
Yeah, like, so do you just want a piece of the chair? Like, just to break off a piece of wood?
I imagine it's adorned with valuable ornaments and such.
Well, yeah, it was like well carved, but it's mostly just wood.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
that's why I'm asking you to describe. I need to know, does it have valuables on... Does the chair have valuables on it? I should have been more clear.
No, at least not anymore.
I remember knowing a type of pyromancy spell.
Do you want to set this chair on fire?
I think I remember I knew Fireball.
You are a cleric.
Of the Death Domain.
I understand you're trying to figure out how big the room is. Would you like help with that?
There are always quick ways of finding out how big the room is. You just cast Fireball and see who's hurt.
Yeah.
If I am hurt, the room's too small.
You know, you can ask that first, you know.
Let me find my character sheet first, okay?
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. All right. I think D&D Beyond still has I use that to like build the basis for my character sheet. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because fuck Wizards of the Coast, but like the website's still good.
Yeah.
How did I sign into this before? I need to be able to actually access my account.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep, this is my account because I named my account That Guy Joe.
Hmm.
I didn't want like my actual name anywhere tied to my account. I'm weird.
Yeah.
There it is. That Guy Joe, human cleric. Let's view. Let's see what I did. Because it's not like I could use a homebrew class on here because the website's shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sacred Flame. I know Sacred Flame. That's what it was.
Yeah, but that doesn't start fires.
Yeah, and that's a cantrip. So
yeah.
Let's click Manage Spells so I can actually read what my spells do again.
Okay, and I'm just gonna post a photo of it.
All right, here's my prepared spells.
Okay.
Let's see. I stand corrected. I don't actually know Mage Hand.
Yeah, that's a wizard spell.
Yeah, because I'm not as cool. I'm a cleric. Ooh.
Yeah, clerics are in many ways superior to wizards.
Says the not wizard.
Yeah, I mean, for one thing, you can change your spells out every day.
Oh shit, that's right, yeah.
Here, I'm actually just going to show you a map of the room, so...
Yeah, please, I know I'm a skeleton, but I'm not blind. As I was actually wanting my character to be. But, you know.
Yeah, because you don't have eyes. But by that same reasoning, you also don't have ears.
Yeah, but I just vibe what I want it to have, and don't vibe what I don't want it to have.
You don't have eyes or ears or knees or toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Alright, which one's, me?
You're not on the map. But it's, because the battle's over, so...
Okay, but where would I be in the room?
I mean, it sounds like you're... Oh, yeah, you're right next to the throne we just established.
Which is... on the map.
Yes.
Where?
On the left. It's that oblong shape.
Okay.
In the one column.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I understand now. I am good. Thank you. How many times can I use a cantrip? I forgot.
As many as you want.
And that's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because I forgot I have guidance, which can be used so many fucking times.
Mm-hmm.
Did I really not write down my spell sheet? God damn me. Or I did, but I just didn't put it anywhere good. Alright. 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 Are we sure that Sacred Flame doesn't burn things?
Yes.
Okay, it's flame-like radiance. You're right. Fuck. I hate it when you are.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. You can be that way.
Yes. Sorry that I follow the rules. I know that's not really your vibe.
It's not.
Yeah.
Alright, well, there's nothing I can do from what I think I know to burn down the chair out of anger for not being able to steal it.
Yeah.
What else can I carry?
I mean, what else do you want?
What else is there available? Because I want to, because you drew my main thing. I want to be able to cover my hammocks and gunpowder often for all that damage. I mean, because look, did tons of damage and I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there was... Yeah, you're able to... You're
Other
only
than the barrel that was outside.
Yeah, you're able to find 2 bags just on the people, but remember, then there's also like that that box of gunpowder from earlier. And I'd like to point out...
Barrel.
It was a box. Also, you might want to at some point check on Martin, because the last person to look at him was Rayford.
Alright, I'll look at Martin.
Okay. Yes, so Rayford communicated to you that he was in the room that's above the room that you're currently in a little bit.
Okay, so I go there.
Okay, actually there's an inaccuracy with this one. Okay. Yeah, so you're able to go over into that dark room. I don't think you've seen the dark. So, do you have a light source?
Is one of the night seers there with me? Right.
Yeah. We'll just say that Rayford's there, and he's able to describe to you what's in the room. So after a little bit, you're able to find Martin tied up, still breathing. But then there's also the passed out high elf, which I'll remind you, in character, Westman does not know that the party was contracted by a surgeon to kidnap this high elf.
Right, that was that one. Okay. Is the high elf? Hold on. How is the high elf?
Still alive.
My main goal is what's that name? So, do I see them, or is it just dark in here?
Yeah, actually, it might be too dark for you to see them. In that case, maybe Rayford doesn't even want them up to you.
I have dark vision, so I can see the room.
Yep.
Rayford, have we found the... Wait, what's his name? Have we found the witness?
What else is in the room for me to steal?
Yeah, you can see that there are, there's a total of 3 doors. There's the one you came through, there's another door to your right a little bit, and then across from you, there is a 3rd door with something written on it in Nomish.
I can read Nomish. You remembered.
Oh, yeah. So you actually see that's a door that just says leads to the refinery.
Ooh, refinery of what?
Yeah, that's not on the door.
That is not on the door.
No. You want to go up there?
I opened the door.
Okay. So by opening up that door, you see that there is this slope going upwards, and you can see some daylight towards the top of it, and it seems to go about 60 feet.
I feel like I'm straying too far from my companions if I go back up there, so I'm going to go back into the other room and let them know what I've seen. Okay. And also what the door says.
Also, yeah, so when Claude opens up that door, it lets in just enough daylight for Westman to be able to see the tied-up gnome passed out on the ground.
Oh, yeah, that would have been helpful to point out for them, wouldn't it?
Yes.
But I'm kind of... This is how I vibe. I'm doing my own thing. I'm having fun.
Right?
Yes.
Is that the person we are here for?
Yes, that's the one that the other elf was attempting to slay a moment ago.
Wait, other elf, what?
Interesting. I have no idea where I am, what I'm doing, or who I'm with. So
Don't
this
worry,
is
I took care of this.
I walk back over to my great Warforged friend, who, again, I do not remember the name of, for I've been in a bag for a while. So not only is my memory loss canonical, it also works out, because I'm just bad at remembering names. Hello, my giant friend. There's a door that says refinery over here. Where are we?
To be precise, I have no clue where I am. But if this is correct, then we have found our goal, and we must make it out of here before our time limit has arrived.
Is anyone on the floor here important to us?
I do believe that it would be that gnome right there.
Well, I got out of the sack, and I'm doing just fine.
Yeah.
Throw them in the sack. Let's move on.
Yeah. Also, if you want to try to rouse them now, either of you can attempt a medicine check. Otherwise, they might wake up later.
Oh, that is a good idea. But I am just thinking of moving out and getting out of here.
Or you can give them a healing potion to definitely revive them.
I don't have healing potions.
I think Chris does.
My stuff is to be exact, I have a holy symbol, an unlit metal torch, 3 empty flasks for oil, skeleton armor, a small sack, and a weird gem.
Okay. Oh wait, did you take any healing spells whatsoever?
I do no healing spells.
Okay. So if you want, you can heal the guy if you want.
Let me go back. I gotta go back.
Okay.
I know. No, that's mending, which means I can repair things. I know spare the dying, which I can't use unless they're dying.
You get the feeling that casting it on them will, it won't hurt them at least, and if their condition is critical, this will at least stabilize them.
Okay. Well, I can't help but stress I was going to throw them in a sack.
Yeah, but so don't you want them to survive the sacking?
Why should I care?
Because he's the entire reason for your mission.
I don't know the mission. I just woke up from a sack.
Okay, I will be taking him or carrying him.
Chris, real quick. Do you debrief Claude as to what's going on?
Yes, as I said before, this is the reason for our mission, and this is where we need to take him back. Okay.
Now Claude knows the whole thing. So now, what do you want to do based on that?
Well, he's obviously important. Yes. We need him, right? Let's throw him in the sack.
Okay, do you stabilize him first?
I think that would be important. I would say my character would want to stabilize him, but don't know how.
Yeah.
All right, I will cast. Oh, what's the casting requirements? I always forget.
I think you just need to touch them.
It is touch, and I don't have any needs, and it's instantaneous.
Okay.
I touch them and cast Spare the Dying as I throw them into a sack.
Yeah, and you probably say something about how you will be remembered for a little longer or something like that. Since your death god is the one associated with,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Damn. It's
memory.
Been a minute. I apologize.
Yeah.
I have been gone because my life is busy. But now it's not.
Yep. All right.
I touch them and magic flows through my bones.
Nice.
And energy exudes my body. My eyes glow, and a voice beyond mine says, "You shall be remembered more."
Nice.
And then I throw him in a sack.
Yeah, and his breathing does go steady when you do that. So,
all right. Well, move on, shall we?
So
I saw one this way through the door that says refinery.
Nice. Oh, sounds like every current player agrees with that, so it's unanimous.
What happened? Run through the refinery.
Yep.
Going to the refinery?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that because we need to find a way out anyways.
All right. So after walking up the 60-foot slope, it opens into the outside. Natural stonework, though, encloses the area, creating an open spot with an open space with cover. In the center is a metal box about 10 feet on a side, suspended over what looks like a large, well-made fire pit. And lining the walls are various barrels, one of which is locked.
Can you send us a map? so I have a good idea.
Yeah,
I'm a visual learner.
Yeah, I can make a map for this.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, so then there's that metal box in the middle, and then some barrels along the side.
Is
And
there? The doors were written in Nomish. Are any of the barrels or such written in Nomish or Common or such?
Yes, the barrels are labeled. For instance, one of them is labeled silver powder. The locked one is labeled as aether ore.
In which language?
In Nomish.
Okay. So silver ore and what?
And aether ore. Well, silver powder and aether ore are two of the first
silver
barrels that you noticed.
Powder and aether ore. Okay.
Yes.
What about the box in the center? Can I read anything on that?
Let's see now. It's unlabeled, but you can try to open it if you want. Yeah, there's also another barrel that's you actually notice that's a metal barrel and it's labeled as Inferno Coal, and this one actually has a danger warning on it.
Would my medicine knowledge help me with the aether ore and the silver powder?
No. I'm not sure how it would. You said medicine, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an ingredient, so I was curious.
You know that most humans should not eat silver powder by the spoonful.
Yes, unless they turn blue.
Yeah, just eat that one. You don't even have to roll for it.
Alright.
Wait a minute, did I hear that the skeleton is gonna be eating some more?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint. I'm not that hungry. See, everything I eat just goes right through me, so.
Yeah.
Okay, more like covering your bones in silver. That's what I heard.
Yo! Hey.
What?
DM.
Yeah.
Can I use a mending cantrip to cover the bones of my bone armor with silver? It'll only have aesthetic pleasure, but I would be happy.
Giving aesthetic purposes?
That
also calls pleasure, I guess?
Does it not cause pleasure to have aesthetic? I'm sorry, did I stutter? DM.
Yeah, well, how do you want to do that? Mending,
Let me go back to the mending spell.
Yeah.
The spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, two halves, or broken key, a torn cloak, or a weakening wineskin, as long as the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in direction. Fuck! That's not useful.
Yeah,
it would take a while to fix all of it with mending.
Yeah. Also, would turning a powder back into a regular solid be a mending? That's interesting.
Depends on what you consider broken. I would say probably not, as it was intended to be turned into powder.
Yeah.
If it was unintentionally turned into... I think it's intent. I don't know, like, magic has a lot to do with intent. Or at least that's my view on it.
Yeah.
So I believe it was intentionally turned into powder, and thus... or, like, the silver's intent was to become powder, and thus it's not really broken. It is intentionally powder. Because if we're to talk like that, then I could turn it all the way back to silver ore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I could turn it all the way back to rock.
Okay, you do it enough times until you break down all of the silver in there into just hydrogen, and then make a bomb. Because you're breaking apart all of the all the protons into just separate protons. So that way they're all individual hydrogen atoms.
Well, I can only do that in 1 foot sections, and it takes a while to cast. The cast time is 1 minute.
Yeah.
So I don't think, and I can only do that with like a foot. So no, that sounds like a bad idea.
I mean, does making a hydrogen bomb in D&D really sound like such a bad idea?
I think I'm just gonna. Oh, the war forwards to the left.
Okay.
They'll be back eventually. If I just shove the bones in the silver powder and kind of like shake it around a bit, can we just vibe that they got covered with silver? Yeah?
I mean, if you tell you what, how about you just bring some silver with you and then we'll figure out a way to attach it later?
Okay, I'm taking one of the barrels of silver.
Okay.
I'm putting it in the sack I was resting in. I hope they don't mind.
Okay, you...
with our gnome friend who I shoved in.
Are you gonna open up the barrel to see even if it still has silver in it?
Oh damn, so true.
Yeah.
I open up the barrel to see if it has silver in it.
Yes. By opening up the barrel, you realize that there's like at least a solid 5 pounds of silver powder in here.
Okay, I put it in the sack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it out like oh, and there's Aether ore as well. I should probably it's been a minute since I've been around. I have a weird gem.
Yes.
What does that do? Do we have more information about weird gem?
Yes. A lot of information on weird gems, but not that one. Sorry, the reason why I'm laughing is that the entire focus of the campaign is to find these MacGuffins called planar gems, so, yes.
So I just have one of them, but I don't know what it does or what it is.
Hold on, what, a gem? Excuse you?
Because in my notes, it's still written down as weird gem.
Mm-hmm.
I like the blinking.
Yeah.
It's very direct about where I'm at with weird gem.
Yeah. Because Chris is thinking, wait, did the DM just suddenly put in another planar gem and is going to see if if it's going to be one of this obvious of a trick? To see if we're going to fall for it?
Does it? So, Drew, does it throw off any of my sensors?
Well, you don't know about it yet.
But
Paul still kept it in his pocket.
I've had it this whole time since we beat that giant bone monster.
Yeah.
And I turned it into armor. And I implanted the weird gem in the center of my armor.
Oh, that's how you got the gem. Okay, yes. This wasn't. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, I almost just said the answer out loud before realizing that you don't know it yet. So
okay. I have a weird gem in my armor.
Yes.
So okay, great.
Can my weird gem vibe the silver onto my armor?
If you're experimenting with it, it doesn't currently seem to have magical properties that you can unlock at this moment. But you know it probably is in some way magical.
That's very upsetting.
So, Drew.
Yes.
Remember when we talked about my character possibly having sensors for faraway gems? At least knowing that they exist.
Yes.
Never mind. You should probably have had me done a passive perception roll for that. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
No, he just completely forgot I had one. It's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not giving off any of your planar gem senses.
It's been like
never
a
mind.
whole month of me having weird.
Never mind.
Do I know anything beyond it's a weird gem?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay, thank you. Oh wait, what's my Arcana at anyway? Kind of curious. It's a +2. That's cool.
Oh, plus guidance.
Wait, where's my dice? Oh, there they are. I was hugging a shark. I was busy. They get lonely if you don't hug them. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nat 20.
Oh boy.
Okay, yeah. Based on you also being a skeleton, you're able to figure out immediately this was an animating crystal.
Oh.
And it can be used as one again, you know. You would just need to figure out how.
Yeah, but it's kind of what's holding my armor together, so it's kind of busy.
Yeah, so you could definitely use this to put in like another skeleton to get another skeleton. A skelly front, you might call them.
I can if I make another skeleton using the crystal, can that just be part of the armor?
Like, you want to animate the armor itself? Oh, no, that's interesting.
Yeah, then I have like an extra set of arms.
Okay. Oh. Well, that's an interesting idea. Yeah, you'll need to, practice a bit more with this thing before you really know how it works. But yeah,
I'll practice with it at our next short rest.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, I am standing in front of a whole bunch of Aether ore. Do I make another Arcana check?
So that is in the locked barrel.
Oh.
Mhm.
How strong is the lock?
Yep. You want to try it? And now that you're looking closer, you realize that while this was not wood, this looks more like it was painted to look like wood for aesthetic purposes. But from up close, this is very clearly some kind of metal.
For aesthetic pleasure.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. For aesthetic pleasure.
Yeah. All right. How strong is the lock?
Well, it looks well made, but what do you want to do?
I have a blunt object.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna hit the lock.
Okay. Make an attack roll. Wait, what is your blunt object?
It is a unlit metal torch.
Okay.
We have defined its damage as 1d8, and then I have a modifier of -1 for strength. So,
Go ahead.
Question.
Yeah.
Before I do that, guidance.
Yeah.
Can I use that on myself?
Yes.
Okay, I use guidance on myself.
Okay.
So wait, that's an ability check. So I guess that's not useful here. Never mind.
Okay, make the attack roll.
But I will be using guidance. I will be using guidance on myself every time I make a check from now on.
All right.
In my lesson. 14.
Yeah, with a 14, you just bring it down.
1d20. I should probably roll an attack roll, shouldn't I? I did the wrong thing.
Well, what'd you do?
You asked me to roll an attack roll, right?
Yeah, so that's a d20.
Oh, okay, then 14.
14. Yeah, you're just trying to whack at it and just to no avail. You actually get a slight dent in your metal torch. So, Westman, you just see the skeleton guy just whacking at a lock. What do you do? And to clarify, this is a lock for a secured barrel that's labeled as Aether.
Do I know what Aether is?
Yes, you know what Aether. Wait. Actually, no, wait, there was some debate about this. I don't think it was discovered yet when you were built.
Do I know what Aether is?
You were learning about it at the same time Earthmover was. So you probably know the same amount that he does. It is some kind of because the Aetherborn explained it to the party. So
do I know what Aether is other than the name of my cousin-in-law?
No. But so Chris. So you know that it is some kind of magical metal. It has some kind of like supernatural soul-based properties, and that it is extremely valuable.
Interesting.
And that by processing it, it actually made at least one person.
So wait, it made one person?
At least one. Yeah, it seems that the process of refining Aether can literally just make sentient beings.
Are you saying that I was made by Aether?
No, you guys met a man made out of Aether.
Oh, okay.
Me?
No.
Oh.
An Aetherborn.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'll be playing in the character of the kid
Mhm.
as well as Earth Mover. I think we would like some of this.
Okay.
This would be useful.
Hmm.
I would also like some of it, which is why I'm trying to open it.
Would Earth Mover open it, or would the child try picking a lock?
Okay, yeah. I feel like Earthmover would let Westman and Gordon try to break their way in, and then if that failed, he would just alchemically open it.
Yeah.
Because he already used alchemy to get some Aether earlier.
All right, so I'm gonna take my hammocks and smack. I tell the skeleton, "Excuse me, I will be opening this lock now.
By all means, go ahead.
Can I roll to attack the lock?"
Yeah,
Or
make an attack roll. And Eve, there are 2 barrels left. One of them
19.
is that
Total.
19 plus.
No, 19 total.
Oh, yeah, with roll damage.
I'm no longer enraged, and I also bring up my character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I lost my spell sheet, so we're off to a good start.
Yeah, so Eve, there are 2 barrels left. One of them is labeled as Danger Inferno Coal, and then on the opposite side of the room, there is 1 remaining barrel.
I go look at the 1 remaining barrel while he goes and smacks that.
Okay,
9
this
damage.
one.
Oh no, 14 damage.
Okay, yeah, with 14 damage, it seems that you've busted it most of the way off. You feel like one more hit like that will definitely break it completely off. But it's a well-skilled lock. And Eve, yeah, you can open up the other barrel easily enough.
Okay.
What does it say?
That one's actually unlabeled.
Oh, I open it.
Yes. So this is actually kind of interesting. Rather than be a standard barrel, there seems to be like a false bottom, like most of the way towards the top, and then there's a book right in there.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
I pick up the book.
Okay. It is a book written in Nomish, but it seems a bit unusual. You realize that's being written in, a very technical jargon, and there also seems to be a bit of code slipped in there. This would be some kind of intelligence check to decipher. Make me an investigation roll. And Chris, what'd you get for your second check?
18 total.
Roll damage.
18 plus 2, so that's a 20.
Mm-hmm.
8 plus 5.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to bust the lock off, so you can now open up that barrel. And you realize
Also, Drew,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to note something.
What?
I like the fact that a lock has more HP than a person.
Yes, it's a very well-made, very strong lock, but it's not Westman-proof. And Claude, flipping through the book, realizes that this is the instruction manual on how to refine Aether.
Take the book.
Mm-hmm.
Do I understand all the instructions?
Not well enough to actually do it, but you're able to get what the idea is behind it.
Yeah, I'm able to read it and I'm able to understand it, but I'm not able to do it.
Well, yeah. Well, the idea is that you don't necessarily have all of the technical training necessary. It's kind of like how like an engineering manual assumes that you already know a fair bit about the material, or like if you gave instructions to like a chemist.
It's like I can read the book, but I need an expert to actually understand what it's doing.
Yes, but you're able to get that the general idea behind it is that you need to heat Aether up to a very high temperature and then combine it with the silver powder, and then that basically makes a compound, which is the usable Aether.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, resuming the Divine Office Liturgy of the Hours, the main...
Okay, yeah, and Chris, you're able to bust that lock off the barrel.
Okay. So then now we have to open it and carry some Aether now, which I may or may not want to. I don't know. How much can I carry?
You can comfortably
carry.
You can easily carry
This entire barrel. Got it.
300 pounds.
This entire barrel. Got it.
How much could I physically carry with my -1 strength?
Let's see now.
An entirely skeletal body.
15 is about 135 pounds.
I think I'm getting close to max.
Yeah. Yeah, and so Chris, if you're going through the barrel, you realize that there's about 10 pounds of either or.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's 10 pounds?
Yes, of either or specifically.
Okay, so I carry it all.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, now I added a book. I'm carrying 2 rifles. If I were to use the rifle as a bludgeoning weapon, what would you say its ability to be a bludgeoning weapon is?
For the either?
No, the rifle.
Oh, the rifle. Oh, yes, it's not very good. It's just not made for that.
Fair enough. If I were to attach my focus onto the end of my rifle, how useful is it as a focus?
Like, what do you mean?
As in, can I attach my focus to the end of the rifle, and is that okay?
Like your like your holy symbol?
Yeah, my holy symbol is my focus.
Yeah. Well, what exactly is your holy symbol?
That is a good question. We never really defined that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know more about my god than I do.
So you forgore?
Huh?
You forgore?
I forgore.
Yeah.
No, more accurately, I don't know anything about my god. That's kind of the point.
Oh wait, maybe your lantern thing is your holy symbol.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Then no, I cannot actually attach it to the end, and now my holy symbol has a fucking dent in it.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no.
My god is not going to be pleased with that.
Okay. So, where to now? Chris, where to now?
Where do I look? What do we see?
I mean, do you want anything else from the refinery?
What do we see? Is there any more aether?
No, you were able to get all the aether ore that you could.
Okay. Oh, I gotta add this to my list of stuff I have. So 7 muskets, -1 musket, 6 muskets. Rifles rather, but I'm gonna 6 rifles. How many bullets? 21? Was it?
It was 20 even, I think.
Okay.
But yes, between all the strong people of the group, if you want, you can take all of the weapons and armor from these orcs.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what's going to be happening. And
Okay.
how much aether do I have?
However much I said, I think that was 10 pounds of ore.
Okay.
So, you now have the loot. You just left those orcish bodies just lying all around that room. And are you gonna check back in on the 3 gnomes?
Possibly. No, I'm kidding. Definitely. The 3 gnomes you said?
Yeah. Yes.
Where would Earthmover want to go? Would he want to check up on them?
I mean, probably. Seeing as he was working with them earlier and they thought he might eat them.
Oh, did we ever check that box in the middle of the room? I don't think
I
we
feel like
did.
you were able to reason out that that's where like the actual like refinery happened.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, because it was in the middle of the fire pit, so.
That's a fair point.
Okay.
Did the box have anything in it?
No, it looks well. Actually, yes, there was some soot in there. Well, not in there, but rather along the sides. The inside seemed to have been cleaned out.
I see.
And also, it was still residually warm. Okay. So, Chris, you want to check back in on those 3 gnomes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to backtrack through the tunnels and everything, and you're able to make it back to that sheer cliff where they were before. Do you call out to them or anything?
Question, Drew. Out of character. Did we find them suspicious in any way, or were they just like giving us information?
I think Rayford found them suspicious, but that's just because he's a weird guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these guys, they said that they were sent into the mines to see if they could be opened back up, and then they got cornered by the orcs, so they just have been hiding out there for a while.
Okay, yeah, then I just say I call out to them. I hide all the aether ore that I have, and all the. Is there a possibility I can hide all the stuff that I have?
Yeah, you can leave that in a different room before you go over.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hide anything I have on me, but the book is pretty well hidden inside my armor.
Nice. Hello, Mighty Warforged.
I do believe we have cleared out the orcs.
Oh, you sent them packing?
In a
Something
sense.
like that?
Yeah.
In a sense.
Okay,
They
so
have been sent packing.
So it's safe for us to go back down?
I do believe so, yes.
Okay.
If there are any, then you can run back up here.
Okay. Also, based on what you saw, do you think the mine is safe to be operating again?
I look over at the skeleton and Earth.
On Geneva Bone Guy, I'll have you know.
I look at Bone Guy. Do you think it's... I have no expertise in this.
I would... Can I do an Arcana check, make sure the vibes are good? And by vibes, I mean, how is the air doing?
Do you breathe?
I don't breathe.
Oh, well, all of the breathing creatures...
How is the magic in the air? Dirty or good?
I mean, you can't just detect magic like that, but...
That's lame and cringe.
I mean, you haven't seen any signs of evil magic aside from yourself.
How dare you assume I'm evil? It's very racist of you.
You're a spoopy skeleton. You're a Dragar.
This is still also not my area of expertise, but I would say that the mines are fine, but I would give them a week.
Okay, do they... Why?
Just in case.
Well, alright. Well, we're gonna look around some more after we get down from here. Thank you for all your help, mighty heroes.
And yes, indeed.
Yeah, and one over and says, "Oh, and you, friend, you need to eat. You're just all skin and bones." Oh, it's even worse than that.
You, quite the funny person, eh? I don't really. Wait, I guess I am like a little bit cloaked, but I don't really have clothes.
Yeah. So you're naked under the armor.
I mean, everyone's naked under their clothes. Yeah.
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 No,
Under all this, I'll have you know, under all this clothes, I'm naked.
Okay.
I laugh it off and move on.
Also, were you able to find the man you were looking for?
I look over at the gnome. I do believe so. Is it? No, would
No, the gnome has been sacked. I don't know what you mean. And I don't mean the British version of sacked, which means fired. I mean he's in a sack.
Oh dear. Yes, I do.
He's alive. He's in a sack.
Has it been stabilized?
Yes, he's been stabilized
Okay.
and in a sack.
Okay. Great.
I mean, how else were we gonna carry him around? I don't exactly.
Yes, he's okay. He's okay.
Well, excellent. I hope you're able to get done what you need to get done. May we meet again, mighty Warforged.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Chris, is there anything else you want to do in this mine?
As my character, not necessarily. We do just want to continue forward. As if it was Thitch, on the other hand.
There are no remaining barrels of wine to be found.
Dang it. Okay. You know, I like to ask about if you have alcohol in any of these parts.
Well, there was, but then someone, Rayford, smashed all the barrels.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. Remember, because you guys didn't know which ones were mimics?
All
So
right.
he just blew up the whole room.
And so, in a far-off land, Thitch's heart twinges in slight pain.
Yep.
Which deals quarter amount of damage.
1/4 of his max health? Wow.
No.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys are able... So, do you want to leave the dungeon then?
I think it's time to leave.
All right. So, wading back up through the river one at a time, it's a bit of a struggle, but you're able to make it back out, and you once again see the light of day. And your friend is there and says, "Oh, Metal Man, you made it."
I don't believe I've met this person.
Chris, do you know who's
Hello.
talking right now?
I do believe that is the guy who sent us on this mission that told us about... No, dang it. Who is this?
Okay. Who was it right out in front of the mine?
No. Is it... What's his name? The guy that always follows us around for some reason, makes us stories.
Oh no, our DM left to get something.
No, it's not Billy Queen.
Okay. Who is it? Hold on, who is it?
I was worried our DM would come back in costume.
Oh, no, that would have been great.
Who is it? Hold on, I don't remember.
Okay, Chris, I want you to refer to the images and artwork section of the Discord server.
Oh dear. Images. Where is that at again? Not maps.
It's under General, underneath Rules, which you might want to refer to at some point.
Is it under rules or
Well,
below rules? That's what you meant. Okay. It's the beanstalk giant? Hold on. What?
Is it the green giant?
Yes, there's a beanstalk giant, which is a type of giant in this realm.
We have the fucking jolly green giant waiting for us outside.
Oh dear.
And then he addresses Earthmover in giant, of course.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just standing there befuddled.
Yep.
I do
So
not
how'd
speak.
How'd your little delve into the mines go?
It went well.
Mm-hmm.
We are still alive. That is the minimum that we have hoped for.
Yes, and don't worry. I chased off the wolves that were going to attack your donkeys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just looking up her.
Wait, what kind of wolves were they?
Just the normal kind, the non-dire sort.
They weren't on fire or anything?
No, these were not fire foxes, which is a very fast type of fox that sends information all across the planet. I hear that there's also a creature out there that's covered in like some chrome metal-like substance that does a similar job, but even better. And then there's the knight, the Edge, who also goes, whose duty it is to carry information from kingdom to kingdom.
You see yourself out.
And then, of course, there is the great explorer, but he is very behind the times and often very much slower at delivering information from place to place.
I will get you.
I'm surprised you haven't even included opera.
Oh, yes. And then there are, of course, those that put on these elaborate musical performances of these great stage plays where people sing the entire time to tell the stories, called the opera.
Gamer.
Mm-hmm.
Opera GX next.
Okay, what else is there? Is that all the main? Oh, yes. And then there are those. Then there are those who cross the Great Plains and face mighty animals. That's called going on a safari.
Oh God.
Okay, I think that's all of the major.
Stop yourself now. It hurts too much.
Okay, I think that's all of the major.
Brave.
Yes, they were all quite brave explorers, aren't they? But yeah, I think that's all of the major
Firefox is
browsers.
inferior to Chrome, but I'll deal with it for now.
Brave is getting bigger, by the way, Drew.
Okay, I'm sure that there are other browsers, but we're not just going to spend the whole day doing this.
There's also Vivaldi, Explorer. Then there's Internet Explorer, Chameleon,
No, we already said Explorer.
Maxon, No, Shira, OmniWeb,
Chris,
Camino,
Chris, you
Sir,
don't need to read off a
Midori,
list of internet.
Aurora, Conqueror,
Chris, we get the point.
Reconk, Block, Nokia browser for what?
Nokia browser.
Okay, Chris, that's enough.
And then,
okay,
the greatest of them all, Firefox.
Okay, and I'm gonna leave an opening.
Them all.
I'm gonna leave an opening here in case the other players want to interact with the Beanstalk Giant next time. But do you start on the road in the donkeys? Okay, because after about half an hour traveling from the sack that he was thrown in, you hear a voice say, "Where am I?"
Hopefully let Earth Mover.
Aren't you orcs done with me yet? And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm glad that we were to get something done. Eve, thank you for joining us. Chris, thank you for.
No problem. I hope to make this more of a regular occurrence instead of a once in a blue moon.
Great. All right. Yeah. So this is interesting. Yeah, you guys are finally wrapping up with the Rescue Martin arc. Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Did you know that you were actually supposed to be finishing up with the entire CloudForge arc around this time, but then we kept missing sessions?
Not my fault.
No, it's partly your fault.
Not my fault.
Yeah, Eve, it's not your fault, but yeah, we're gonna play the Blame Chris game.
Wow.
But until next time, I've been your host and Dungeon Master Drew, being joined by.
Nope. Geralt. Nope. Frick.
Want to try that one more time?
Westbond.
And
Eve, your lovely Claude Geneva bone guy.
till next time.
Like how I went through